United States of America who have a very good certification of our Firmax 3 and O2max 3 products. Can you show us the video, please, Iwan? Yeah.
All right, take a look.
2 minutes to take a look at this video.
Hi, I'm Dr. Divina Gracia Avarilla. I'm board certified in family practice, as well as I'm board certified in anti-aging medicine and regenerative medicine. I'm also a stem cell fellow and a fellow in aesthetic medicine. I've been living here in Las Vegas for about 30 years now. Our medical spa has been built 15 years ago, for which I do aesthetics and beauty. I am a member of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine for more than 30 years. It's a worldwide institution which not only caters to United States, but all over the world. I am an RFD World USA member since November of 2018. In this spa, Gene Tolentino came and asked me for my opinion regarding the Firmax as well as the O2max. And I said, I really don't know anything about it. I would research about it. I'm very much interested because it's not only for beauty, but also it has healthful benefits when she kind of like introduced to me the components of it. As a doctor, I'm always skeptical about things. I always want to study something before I recommend it to my patients. Now let's talk about the components first.
Okay, this is a short part of the video because the coming up video is only about the products, ingredients, and for that, let's ask our Mr. Edmund Tan to let us know about the products, Firmax 3 and O2max 3 and their ingredients and usage. So let's invite our Mr. Edmund Tan to talk to us about it. Mr. Edmund, please.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. Good morning and good evening, wherever you are. I hope you're having a good day so far. RF3 World has a number of products, as you can see on the screen, but the products that I'm going to talk about are mainly the Firmax 3 cream and the O2max 3 serum. So let's look at what Firmax 3 cream is. Firmax 3 cream, it's a cream with Japanese nanotechnology, and it uses 13 tropical rainforest ingredients. So first, what are we talking about nanotechnology? Let's look at a short video about this.
Today, we'll be examining an interesting and rapidly developing technology known as nanotechnology. Nanoparticles, also known as ultrafine particles, are particles of matter with a diameter between 1 and 100 nanometers. If you have no idea how small those numbers are, let me give you an idea. First, imagine a strand of human hair to be a round, long rod. This rod, or piece of human hair, has been shown to have a diameter of about 80,000 nanometers. That means one strand of our hair is 80,000 times wider than that of a nanoparticle of 1 nanometer diameter.
To give you a sense of scale, these are things you can see with your eye. I love this visualization because you start to move in. You start to see, quickly go beyond the resolution of the human eye and start to go into the bigger cells like the amoeba, which you might remember from biology, the paramecium, some of the larger cells like the human egg. Then you start moving into the smaller scales. This is a micron scale. This is bacteria, mitochondria that powers our cells. And now you start moving into the nanoscale, the viruses, and ultimately the subcellular components that make up all living systems. This is an alien world with alien physics. We're not used to seeing it in our everyday lives. Why look at small things? We build some of the biggest machines in the world to look at the smallest particles because they teach us about the universe that we live in.
The National Nanotechnology Initiative defined nanotechnology as the manipulation of matter with at least one dimension size from 1 to 100 nanometers. Hence, nanotechnology is the area of science and engineering that uses nanoparticles in the design, characterization, production, and application of materials, structures, devices, and systems. Current and future applications of nanotechnology. Biomedicine and healthcare application. The use of nanotechnology in medicine and healthcare is promising to improve our health. The technology has already brought in medical tools, knowledge, and therapies. Nanotechnology is being developed to produce precise solutions for disease prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. For example, the technology has adapted gold nanoparticles as probes to detect targeted sequence of nucleic acids and as potential treatments for cancer and other diseases. It is also being developed for better imaging and diagnosis, improvement of vaccines, microencapsulation of drugs so as to deliver medication directly to cancer cells and minimize the risk of damage to healthy tissue. In fact, the potential for development and improvement of nanotechnology in biomedicine and healthcare is broad.
Right, so you understand from the video what nanotechnology is about. And in fact, most of the current day cosmetic products, like foundations, are already adopting nanotechnology. So we use the same technology to encapsulate nutrients and from the ingredients of Firmax 3 to the body.
This meeting is being recorded.
So let's have a look at the different ingredients. There are 3 main tropical rainforest ingredients inside Firmax 3, and let's look at a few of them in more detail. The first one on the top left is Kigelia africana, more commonly known as the sausage tree because of the fruit, as you can see in the picture there. So, makes our skin shiny. It also helps our wounds healing. It also has anti-cancer, anti-malaria, and antibacterial properties. It is very good for inflammation like acne, eczema, psoriasis, and also prevents premature aging. Then we look at the national treasure plant of Malaysia. It enhances male libido. It helps establish testosterone and therefore treats erectile dysfunction. Also helps to promote prostate. That it maintains blood sugar level. And can its problems, gout, etc. to be quite good with it. Next, we look at the aloe vera at the bottom. Aloe vera is a very good moisturizer. We used to put that on our skin after sunburn, but the cream itself has already encapsulated this ingredient. It treats sunburn, acne, sores, and when we're sick, we may be prescribed antibiotics, and after eating them for a week or so, our body is very dry up and it causes constipation. This is a very good natural cleanser. It has antioxidant properties. It helps to cleanse our colon, liver, and kidneys, and the blood itself, so that it produces urine to take our waste products out. And it rehydrates all our skin and also relieves the lactic pain that we had after exercising. Next to aloe vera is manjakani, which is basically from the oak family, and what it does is it dissolves fats and lipids. So in Asia, women use that after childbirth for muscle tightening. It also has very good antibacterial properties. So it releases urinary tract infection. And for ladies who have consumed too much cold drinks and food, the condition called leukorrhea, which means the white discharge from the vagina area, it helps to relieve that as well. And it also reduces water retention and shapes our inner thighs and promotes oral health and keeps our gums healthy as well. Next, we look at wild yam. And wild yam is used mainly actually in Asia for making soup, but it also has very good properties to balance female hormones. It encourages circulation, it helps with breast tissue development, and it has also digestive and relaxation properties. Then we also can move to pagaga. Pagaga, very good ingredients which helps to strengthen our blood vessels. It cleanses our blood, it encourages blood flow, and it improves cardiovascular and lymph system in our body. It also can go to our liver and intestines to detox, and it improves our appetite and has anti-inflammatory and calming effect. Also good for acne, psoriasis, eczema, anxiety issues, and nervous disorders. So thinking about Alzheimer's and dementia, this ingredient helps a lot. And then we look at the various vitamins. We have vitamin A, D3, B5, and E. So collectively, they help us with our vision from vitamin E, softens our blood vessels, which is B3, and prevents allergy, part of what B5 does, and it balances our hormones from vitamin E. It has antioxidant, anti-aging, and promotes a healthy nervous system. So collectively, this is a very good combination of ingredients that helps our body to start our health self-healing process. So in summary, it's a Firmax 3 cream. It's a natural multi-purpose health and wellness cream for everyone. It can be used as an anti-aging cream, a facial cream, body cream, so you can apply all over your body, relaxant, pain reliever, first aid cream. I can share a little bit about this first aid cream because when my wife and I went to a restaurant, they gave us a glass of very hot tea, but it's in a insulated container so we don't feel the heat on our hands. And normally when you take a sip, it burned the upper part of her mouth. So what she did was to take out the Firmax 3 cream, take a little small block and apply it to the top of the inside of her mouth. And yes, Firmax 3 can be ingested and can be used on your gums and on your mouth. And within minutes, the blister is gone. Then you don't feel that there's the blister there, and the next day is completely cured. And the other thing is one of our friends whose husband had fever, and we just applied Firmax to the appropriate areas, and the fever actually subsided very, very quickly. And also for the recent COVID-19 vaccination jabs, the same friends that we know, the wife actually applied Firmax 3 cream before and after vaccination, whereas the husband didn't do it. And both of them came back. The husband had fever and very weak for a few days, whereas the wife didn't have any problems at all. So besides first aid cream, it is also a full body contouring cream. It also helps in preventing diseases caused by hormonal imbalance. So all these nutrients are encapsulated in nanoparticles in the video that you saw, suspended in a liquid, making up a emulsion, a nano emulsion. Because of the small size of the nanoparticles compared to the particles in conventional creams, it allows these particles to penetrate deeper into our skin and delivering the nutrients that we need to more layers of skin cells, and it gets into the bloodstream a lot faster without going through our digestive system, going through the stomach juices, intestines and all that before it's being absorbed. So this is a very fast and easily absorbed cream. So because it is all natural tropical rainforest ingredients, it has no steroids, no heavy metals, no mercury, and no hormones in the production process, added in the production process. And that's why it was able to pass so many health authorities and obtain certificates in over 50 odd countries for it to be sold in over there. And you can see in the picture that there's a wide variation of the color in the cream. The reason of that is because it is a natural botanical product. So different batches yield different colors. No two leaves or flowers will be the same, and if you buy even vegetables in the market, you'll notice they don't look alike, unlike conventional chemical products. So because of that reason, the color ranges very widely. So don't be alarmed when you receive a batch of Firmax cream which has a different color from the previous one. So they're all okay. So how does it help us with our self-healing system? So we have two short videos here. You can see the before and after. Before is the person haven't applied Firmax at all, and we took a drop of his blood and put it under the microscope, and let's have a look at that video. So as you can see, it looks like cotton wool. It has a lot of free radicals and heavy metals in it, and it's clustered up, all clustered and not moving. It's sleeping. So basically, this is a sign of an acidic blood. So after applying Firmax for a few minutes, we took another drop of blood, and then when we wait for the after video, you can see the blood is very well-defined, separately defined molecules. It's good shape, it's moving freely. That means it's very, very well oxygenated. So just a short period of time after applying Firmax, you can see the difference from cotton wool, sleeping dead, to very vibrant, moving, defined shades. So how does Firmax tree work in our body? As we say, we apply on the skin. So when we apply, basically, most importantly is morning and evening after you shower. Why after you shower is because your pores will be open. So it will be more easily absorbed. So once you apply on the skin, the cream penetrates your skin, enters into your blood circulation using the nanotechnology, and the blood will deliver to the entire body, which will activate the cells in our body. And what does it activate? Our nervous system. As we mentioned, different ingredients have different properties that help our nervous system, our endocrine system, which means our lymph, lipids, blood circulation, etc., and also our immune system. So it activates these systems in our body, which will stimulate the required hormones to be released and to be circulated so as to increase our body's immunity. So that's how the self-healing process starts. So after applying the cream, many people, users, will report the following conditions, such as skin rashes and itchiness, which I had as well. Skin blisters, will have little blisters. Headache, some users reported very, very serious headaches. aches all over the body, excessive stomach gases, so you pass wind very often, always feeling thirsty and sleepy, so you always want to drink a lot of fluids, etc. And some people will feel dizzy and nauseated, and very frequent visits to the toilet for urination, etc. So what we call these, we call them positive reaction from using Firmax. The duration depends on the different user. When does it appear? Depends on different user. How long do they last? It also depends on different user. So don't be alarmed when after one day or one afternoon symptoms appear. It may be that your body is reacting very well to the cream and stimulates your self-healing system a lot quicker. Or some people may experience this positive reaction a lot later, like months and even year. I've heard that people who are dependent heavily on medication and drugs for their health took a very long time for these reactions to appear. But looking on the bright side, all these reactions will lead you to a better health. So why do you have these sort of reactions? What we call positive reaction is also the process of detoxification. So it rejuvenates our body and therefore our mind. Basically, in our body, we have toxins. As you can see from the blood video earlier, the toxins in our blood, after applying Firmax cream, after activating our self-healing system, they are broken down and where do they go? Into the bloodstream, because of the only sort of moving parts, moving fluids within moving system in our body that helps to regenerate and cleanse. So the 5 main organs in our body which are involved in the elimination process are the skin, lungs, liver, kidney, and colon. But if we apply this cream and our body go, wow, this we have to go into overdrive to detox, but our urination not frequent enough, our coughing cannot get rid of phlegm fast enough. The biggest organ in our body is the skin. So basically the symptoms and the toxins which remain in circulation will bring discomfort as your body reacts to it, and it will come out through these different conduits. So your skin will have a lot of rashes, you have irritation, you have blisters as we talk about. So some more symptoms that I didn't mention before are fever, diarrhea, anxiety, mood swings, stuffy nose, vomiting, fluctuating blood pressure, and sweating. And because this is why Firmax help us detox and experience that. So how do we overcome these positive reactions? Very, very simple. It comes from the sky and it comes out from our taps. So water is the main thing, but warm water and not reverse osmosis water. So not other fluids like juice, tea, coffee, etc. But the best is warm water, warm mineral water. And how much to drink? Basically, it depends on your body weight and how much you can take it. The more, the better. Every 25 kilograms of your body weight, 1 liter. So if you weigh about 75 kilograms, drink 3 liters or more. Now we talk about applying it to our body. So where do we apply? These are the 6 basic points that we must apply the Firmax cream. No matter what condition you have, these 6 basic points are a must. So the first one are the 2 wrist pulse points, so which is around here from your thumb downwards. The second is your neck. The third is the side of your neck below your ear, because a lot of toxins are stored in these lymph nodes here. The fourth is the back of your neck, and following the spine all the way down to the backbone, the tailbone, sorry. Number 5 is your kidney area, the small of your back. And 6, which is your stomach area, where a lot of your major organs sits, such as your stomach, your intestines, your liver, pancreas, etc. So how often to apply? At least morning and evening, but the recommendation is at least 5 times a day. and as many as you can put in during the day if you have a serious condition. Now, Firmax 3 can also help to prevent COVID-19. What we can do is to make Firmax 3 into a spray, and we use that spray as sanitizer. We can also dab a small blob of the cream and apply inside the nose and our ears, just as you do with Vicks and other things. But this is all natural ingredients, remember. So, and for that, one of our participants tonight, Mr. Thomas, has a very good testimony on COVID-19, where his family unfortunately contracted it, but he and his wife, because they were applying this, as you see on this slide here, they were tested negative and didn't catch COVID. So that's for him to share in another time. So Firmax 3, very effective as a prevention of COVID. And even after you have COVID-19, keep on applying it to those 6 points, your nose and your neck, and even your throat. That would help relieve and help you recover a lot faster. In fact, I've heard that those that lost sense of smell can recover gradually by usage of Firmax 3. So, in order to improve our immunity and boost our immunity system, this is what you can see here. The red areas are what we talk about. The yellow areas are the new ones, the triangle area on your chest, the back of your neck, all around both ears, and the groin area, the triangle area next to your genital area. So these areas are very important, and it will be very good for boosting our immunity. Now, I mentioned that making Firmax 3 to a spray. So basically, Firmax 3 cream is water soluble. So we use a little bit of the cream and put it into a spray bottle, and we use mineral water or warm water. Please don't use reverse osmosis water, because reverse osmosis water is quite acidic compared to mineral water, and it is not recommended for using that to dilute Firmax 3 cream. So we spray on the target areas like the face, our hands, our scalp, open wounds, and as I mentioned, it has very good skin firming and conditioning properties. So you can spray them on your spots, pigmentation, etc. But stay tuned. I have another product that can also supplement that and would help. So what are the areas that you can do? As I mentioned, your eyes, your feet, proves very useful for diabetic wound, ulcers and all that, warts, your hand, acne, and uneven skin and pigmentation. So even for your eyes, it helps your eyes as well. And how it helps your eyes, we have a very good testimonial on how Firmax 3 can help the astigmatism and also the long-sightedness, the presbyopia. So, okay, let's move on to the next exciting product that I mentioned earlier on that would help improve our skin condition. So this one is O2max 3, which is a serum. What is it? It's a revolutionary product that promotes skin cell regeneration by the use of oxygen therapy. What does it contain? It contains key ingredients that work synergistically with EGF, epidermal growth factor, and this helps to stimulate skin cell renewal while preventing oxidative damage that causes premature aging. So basically, it is oxygen therapy that promotes skin cell regeneration. Again, let's look at the ingredients of O2max 3. It shares some common ingredients with Firmax 3, so I'll touch on some of the new ones. The first one is the witch hazel extract. It's basically good for your lymph nodes, and it's also good for dry lips. It protects against skin cancer. It has anti-inflammatory properties, and it brings down our pores, it clears our acne and boils, pimples, and it promotes very quick, speed healing. and it also releases positive reactions that I mentioned about before from using Firmax 3 cream. So it basically replaces our hand and eye cream. Next one is the rosehip seed oil. The rosehip seed oil is a powerful antioxidant. It promotes tone and texture of the skin. And what it does is covers our cells with good oil, and because of these fatty acids, it will prevent scarring and promote skin regeneration, which is the main point of this O2max 3. It nourishes our skin, and the vitamin A contained in this rosehip oil enhances the moisture content of the skin. It also contains vitamin C that promotes collagen production and lowers the appearances of fine lines. Again, start to say goodbye to wrinkles, and eye bags, tender eye, etc. will be things of the past. It also suppresses inflammation, and it counteracts the UV damage on our skin. And then we look at the next one. Let's go back one. The dragon blood resin extract, which I left it to the last ingredient to talk about. Basically, it's used for thousands of years by ancient Greeks, Romans, Indians, Chinese, and in the Middle East. It is very powerful antioxidant, powerful anti-inflammatory properties. So if we have too much sun exposure or too much exfoliation, it helps to calm our skin. It also has antibacterial properties that helps heal our wounds and promote skin health. And finally, it repairs the collagen in our body and helps us to produce or to show soft, bright, elastic skin, and reduces wrinkles as well. So these are the main ingredients of O2max 3, and let's move on to the next slide. So I also mentioned epidermal growth factor. What is it? The EGF in O2max 3 can promote the growth and division of epidermal tissue, which is on the skin, and epithelial cells. So keratinocytes, which is the keratin cells containing keratin, which also helps to regenerate our skin. Fibroblasts, which is the cells that contain fiber, which helps the elasticity of our skin, and other cells as well. And also it accelerates metabolism, so our regeneration rate is faster. In addition, it enhances the activity of the epidermal cells so that the cells maintain perfect quality and quantity. So just sufficient enough to make the skin wrinkles disappear. And it shows the healthy beauty of firmness, tenderness, smoothness, and elasticity of skin, which we all want, we all aim for, and we all used to spend many dollars and many ringgits on it too. So basically, EGF promotes cell metabolism, which is a very good anti-aging serum itself. Now to summarize, it reduces fine lines and wrinkles. Remember, start to say goodbye to them. It hydrates, locks in the moisture, it retains the moisture and nourishes the skin. And it lightens dark spots, marks and scars. So very good for pigmentation, all sorts of spots, age spots, liver spots, etc. It whitens and smoothens our overall complexion. And it also tightens pores and regains skin integrity. So all in all, very, very good for our skin. How to use the O2max serum? First, we clean our face thoroughly. We pump out sufficient amount of the serum onto the tip of our finger, our middle finger. And we dab the serum in pea-sized amount onto the forehead, tip of the nose, chin, cheeks as well. And then that's where the magic starts. We gently massage the serum onto the skin using small upward, remember upwards, circular motions until all the serum is fully absorbed. And you can see in the picture there, all the arrows, apart from the areas around the eye, you move outwards, all along on your neck, on your cheeks, on your forehead, all going upwards. Then finally, we apply the serum onto the neck areas, again reminding using upward strokes. So basically, when do we use it? Use it in the morning after taking a bath or shower, and at night before bedtime for the same reasons I mentioned earlier with your pores open. I'm also a user of both Firmax 3 and O2max 3, and this is some of the pictures of So thank you very much, everyone, for listening on the two products, and I'll hand over the time to